Become the priority. 9 Stoic lessons that will change your life. Have you ever felt like you're always putting everyone else first, and by the end of the day, there's barely anything left of you for yourself? It's time to change that. Imagine a life where your worth is recognized, where your presence matters, where you are the priority. That life isn't far away, and the path to get there starts with Stoicism, a powerful, practical, and timeless philosophy. This video is your invitation to shift how you live, from surviving on autopilot to living with intention. Together, we're going to explore 9 Stoic lessons that help you build resilience, strive for personal excellence, and become a source of calm in a chaotic world. Lessons that will teach you how to face challenges with composure, make decisions with clarity, and live according to your deepest values. And the best part? You can start today. Before we dive in, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more content that strengthens your mind. And let us hear your voice in the comments. Type, "I know my worth," because you do. Now let's dive into these 9 Stoic lessons. And by the end, I hope you feel truly inspired to live from a place of inner strength and self-respect. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Know yourself. Knowing yourself is the first step to becoming the priority in your own life. Stoic philosophers taught that self-knowledge is the foundation of excellence. When you truly understand yourself, you begin to recognize your strengths, your limitations, your passions, and even hidden talents. It's like discovering a treasure chest within you. But this journey takes courage. It requires you to turn inward with honesty, to face your fears, question your beliefs, and reflect deeply on what drives you. When you choose to prioritize yourself in this process, you're sending a clear message. I matter. I'm worth care, attention, and love. This isn't selfishness. It's self-respect. The more you know yourself, the clearer your decisions become. You learn when to say no. You seek what truly fulfills you. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Love yourself, and you will be loved." When you recognize your worth, the world learns how to treat you. So start now. Explore what lights you up. Identify your patterns. Question your truths. Self-discovery is not a destination. It's a lifelong journey. And with every step, you grow stronger, wiser, and more in alignment with who you really are. Remember what Seneca said, "No wind is favorable for the one who doesn't know where they're going." Knowing yourself is how you build the compass that guides your life. Lesson 2. Be honest with yourself. Being honest with yourself is one of the boldest and most powerful things you can do. It means facing what you think, feel, and do, without filters, excuses, or denial. And that, according to the Stoics, is the foundation of real character. When you're willing to admit your flaws, your fears, even the parts of yourself you try to hide, you create space for transformation. Personal honesty reconnects you with your truth. It strips away illusion, and it brings you face to face with who you really are. That's when things begin to change. Because when you stop lying to yourself, you finally begin to live in alignment. You take responsibility for your choices. You stop blaming the world, and you start leading your life from a place of clarity and strength. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Honesty means accepting reality, even when it's uncomfortable. It's knowing that while you can't control everything, you can control how you show up. And here's the beautiful part. When you're honest with yourself, your relationships become more authentic too. You stop pretending. You start connecting. Deeply. Truthfully. Because how can you expect others to be real with you if you're not being real with yourself? This isn't about perfection. It's about being real. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, perfection lies in the ability to accept imperfection. So be brave enough to look within, face your darkness, celebrate your light, and from that honest space, live your truth. Lesson 3. Value your time. Time. It's your most precious, non-renewable resource, and yet, it slips away so easily. To value time is to value life itself. Because every second you spend is a piece of your life you'll never get back. Marcus Aurelius said, "Life is not short, we just waste a lot of it." So ask yourself, where is your time really going? Are you pouring it into what truly matters, or letting distractions and noise drain your days? The Stoics taught that the key to valuing time is presence, being fully here, fully awake, fully engaged with what you're doing, because life only happens now, not in the past you can't change, or the future you can't predict. When you live with attention, each moment becomes meaningful. But it takes intention. It means saying no to what doesn't nourish you, letting go of excess, clearing space for what gives you life. Seneca advised, live each day as if it were your last, not recklessly, but deliberately. Make space for what matters. Protect your peace. Tend to yourself the way a gardener tends to a growing tree. Your time is your soil, and your energy is the water. What you choose to feed will grow. So take back your time, shape your life with intention, because every moment is a gift, and the Stoics remind us, it's up to you how you use it. Lesson 4. Be grateful for challenges. Life isn't made of easy moments, and that's not a flaw, it's the design. Stoic philosophy teaches us that every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise, a moment for growth, a chance to become stronger. Seneca said, difficulties strengthen the mind, just as labor strengthens the body. That image is powerful because it reminds us adversity is not here to break you, it's here to build you. But that shift in perspective changes everything. Instead of running from the hard things, you learn to greet them with presence and even with gratitude. Because challenges shape your patience, they sharpen your courage, they call you to stand tall. Epictetus taught, some things are up to us, and some are not. And when you accept that, you stop wasting energy trying to control what's outside you, and start focusing on what's within your power, your attitude, your choices, your growth. Challenges also help you meet yourself. They reveal your hidden strength. They show you what you're truly made of. Marcus Aurelius wrote, welcome whatever comes to you, woven in the pattern of your destiny, even the pain, even the discomfort. Because often, those moments are your greatest teachers. And as you walk through your struggles, you develop empathy. You become more human, more connected to others, more compassionate, because you've lived it too. Challenges are like storms. They shake you, yes, but they also test the depth of your roots. And when the storm passes, you realize you didn't just survive, you grew. Being grateful for your challenges turns pain into wisdom and hardship into your greatest training ground. Lesson 5. Stop seeking approval. You don't need other people's approval to live a meaningful life. Let that sink in. Because the constant chase for validation will only pull you further away from who you are. The Stoics remind us, when you allow other people's opinions to define you, you hand them your power. But when you stop needing applause, you start living from within. Marcus Aurelius said, receive without pride, let go without attachment. That means, don't cling to praise, don't fear criticism. Let both pass, like wind through trees. When you stop chasing approval, you begin living by your own values, your own compass, your own truth. Seneca wrote that true happiness doesn't come from the outside, it comes from virtue, from living in integrity with who you are. Your worth is not measured by likes or compliments, it's measured by how honestly and courageously you live. And that's what Stoicism is about. Building inner strength, rooting deep into your own sense of self, like a tree with strong roots that doesn't sway with every storm. When you live for external validation, you're building your house on sand. But when you live from purpose, you become unshakable. Let others have their opinions. Let them say what they will. You're not here to impress. You're here to express. You're here to grow, to live with virtue, to be real. And once you stop needing their approval, you'll find something better. Peace. Lesson 6. Avoid comparisons. Comparing yourself to others is a quiet thief. It robs you of joy, peace, and presence. Every time you measure your life by someone else's path, You lose sight of your own. You forget what you've already overcome. You forget how far you've already come. You forget your uniqueness. Stoicism teaches us to shift focus. Don't try to be better than others. Try to be better than yourself. And that changes everything. It's no longer about winning the race. It's about becoming a better version of you, each day, step by step. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Stop debating what a good person should be. Be one. Your energy is precious. Don't waste it looking sideways. Look inward. Take action. Life isn't a competition. It's a garden, and every flower blooms in its own time. Comparing yourself to someone else is like expecting every flower to grow the same way, at the same pace, in the same soil. You have your own rhythm, your own season, your own sky. When you focus on what others have, you forget to appreciate what you have, and that steals your gratitude." Seneca said, "It's not happiness that makes us grateful, it's gratitude that makes us happy." Avoiding comparison takes awareness. It's a daily practice. Catch yourself in those thoughts, and gently come back to your goals, to your growth, to your truth. Because the more you focus on your path, the more peace you'll find walking it. Lesson 7. Celebrate your wins. We're often quick to criticize ourselves, but slow to celebrate how far we've come. That has to change. Acknowledging your wins is a powerful act of self-respect. It says, "I see my effort. I honor my progress." In Stoicism, celebration isn't about bragging. It's about awareness, presence, gratitude. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Don't waste time on what others do wrong. Look inward and ask what still needs to be done." Your focus should be on your own path, your own journey, and every step, big or small, deserves recognition. Even getting through a hard day, that counts. Seneca reminds us, appreciate what you have. What you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. Each win, no matter how small, is proof that you're moving forward. When you celebrate your progress, you build confidence. You remember that you're capable, that you've done hard things before and you'll do them again. Life is a long, winding trail. Every hill climbed, every obstacle passed, deserves a moment of reflection. Epictetus wrote, "It's not about the hand you're dealt, but how well you play it. And if you've made it this far, you've been playing it well. So celebrate. Recharge your spirit. Let your victories fuel your next steps. And as you learn to appreciate how far you've come, you'll stop comparing, stop doubting, and start walking with quiet confidence. Celebrate with humility. But never forget, you earned your place here." Lesson 8. Develop an open mind. An open mind is one of your greatest sources of strength. It's the ability to listen, learn, adapt, and grow. The Stoics knew that wisdom isn't a finish line, it's a lifelong process. Seneca wrote, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." That mindset requires openness, a willingness to change your mind, to welcome new ideas, to let go of certainty when it no longer serves you. An open mind is like fertile soil. It welcomes new seeds and turns them into understanding. Marcus Aurelius believed that changing your mind when confronted with truth is not weakness, it's strength. He said, "If someone can prove me wrong, I will gladly change my mind. I seek truth, and it has never harmed me." What harms us is stubbornness, pride, clinging to outdated beliefs. Epictetus reminds us, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen more and speak less. Listening is an act of growth. It connects you. It expands your world. Think of a river. It doesn't stop at a rock. It flows around it. That's how an open mind works. It adapts. It keeps moving. And that movement is evolution. But it takes humility. To admit you don't know everything. To stay curious. To remain teachable. That's how you grow. That's how you become more whole, more human. An open mind also builds compassion. It helps you understand others and create deeper, healthier relationships. In the end, the Stoics taught that real wisdom is the willingness to keep evolving, because the more open your mind, the stronger your life becomes. Lesson 9. Face your fears. The fears you avoid are the ones that keep you stuck. Stoicism doesn't teach you to eliminate fear. It teaches you to face it. And the truth is, fear only grows in the dark. When you bring light to it, with awareness and courage, it starts to lose its grip. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you're distressed by something external, the pain is not in the thing itself, but in your perception, and you have the power to change that." You don't have to be fearless, you just have to be willing. Willing to take small steps, willing to challenge the stories in your mind, willing to move, even when your hands are shaking. Picture a mountain climber. The summit looks impossible, but each step forward builds strength. Each obstacle faced builds trust in their own ability. That's what happens when you face your fear. You grow, you rise, you realize you were stronger than you ever believed. Epictetus wrote, "Hurry up and live well. Every day is a life in itself." Don't let fear keep stealing your days. Don't wait until you feel ready. Act, even if your voice trembles, even if the fear is still there. Because the more you face it, the smaller it gets. Fear is a storm, but you are the roots, and the deeper you grow, the less it can shake you. The Stoics remind us, your greatest strength isn't out there. It's already inside you. You just have to remember where to look. And here we are, the end of this journey. But maybe, the beginning of something much more powerful for you. In this video, you've heard 9 Stoic lessons that can help you live from a place of clarity, resilience, and self-worth. You've learned that knowing yourself is a compass, that honesty sets you free, that time is sacred, that challenges are teachers, that you don't need permission to matter, that comparison is a distraction, that your wins deserve recognition, that growth comes from openness, and that fear is meant to be faced. If you made it all the way here, leave a comment that says, "Until the end," because that tells me you're someone who values real growth. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. In the next videos, we'll keep exploring timeless Stoic insights to help you build inner strength, emotional clarity, and unshakable focus, especially in the moments that test you most. So stay with us. There's more wisdom ahead, and it's going to change how you live.